Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the basis of animal classification. The various criteria which are used for the basis of animal classification are as follows. First, the levels of organization. Second is on the basis of germ layers, that is the diploblastic and triploblastic. Next is on the basis of coelom. Next, on the basis of segmentation or metamerism. Next, on the basis of notochord, and last, on the basis of symmetry. Different levels of body organization is seen in animals. First is the protoplasmic level of body organization. This type of organization is seen in protozoa and other unicellular organisms. All life activities are confined within the boundaries of a single cell, which is the structural and functional unit of life. In cellular level of body organization, cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates, example sponges. In tissue level of body organization, the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues, example coelentrates. In organ level of body organization, tissues are grouped together to form organs, each specialized for a particular function, example platyhelminthes. Next, organ system level of body organization. Organs are associated to form functional systems, example annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinodermates and chordates. If we take examples, organ system in different animals exhibit various patterns of complexities. By taking the example of digestive system, we can say the digestive system in platyhelminthes has only a single opening, while other or higher organisms have two openings, mouth and anus. Similarly, we discuss about the circulatory system. Two types of circulatory system is seen. First is the open type circulatory system, in which the blood is pumped out through the heart and is not confined to blood vessels. Cells and tissues are directly bathed in it. Example arthropoda and mollusca. Whereas in closed type of circulatory system, blood is circulated through blood vessels, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Closed type of circulatory system is seen in annelids, cephalopods as well as in vertebrates. Next criteria, the animals are classified, that is coelom. Now the question arises, what is coelom? Coelom is the fluid filled body cavity present between the alimentary canal and the body wall. The true coelom has a mesodermal origin. The peritoneal cavity present in the abdomen and similar spaces around other organs such as lungs, heart are the parts of coelom. Coelom differs in its structure and formation process. On the basis of this, we can classify coelom into two categories, that is schizocoelomic and enterocoelomic, which will be discussed later on. On the basis of coelom, organisms have been classified into three categories, that is acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, true coelomate. Acoelomate, in which coelom is absent. Pseudocoelom, pseudo means false, or we can say the coelom is there but it is not lined by mesoderm, so we call it as a false coelom, and the organisms having such a coelom are categorized into pseudocoelomate. Next is the true coelomate, or we can say the coelom is lined by mesoderm. Here are the three categories: A. Coelomate, example flatworms; Eucoelomate or true coelomates, example annelids, mollusks, arthropoda, echinodermates, chordates; whereas pseudocoelomate, roundworms. Acoelomates, or we can say coelom is absent, example Coelenterata or Cnidaria. There is no cavity between body wall and digestive tract, and in this case the coelom is absent. Pseudocoelomate, body cavity is present but it is partially lined with mesoderm, so we cannot consider it as a true coelom. So category pseudocoelomate. Pseudo means false coelom. False coelom is present. Here we are calling false coelom because the body cavity is partially lined with mesoderm. Example nematoda. These are the true coelomates in which we can say the body cavity is completely lined with mesoderm, as it is clear in the picture. Example annelids. Next basis of classification is segmentation or metamerism. Metamerism is a word derived from Greek word meta means after and meros means part. On the basis of metamerism, organisms are classified into two: true metamerism and pseudo metamerism. True metamerism is found in annelids and arthropods. We can say segmentation is external as well as internal in annelids, and this is the characteristic feature of phylum Annelid. Whereas in the case of arthropods, external segmentation is observed. If we take the example of chordates, internal segmentation is present. If we discuss more about the true metamerism and correlating it with the phylum Annelida, the body is externally and internally divided into segments which are called as metameres, with serial repetition of at least some organs. Then phenomenon is called as metamerism. The best example of true metamerism is earthworm. Next is the pseudo metamerism. This type of metamerism is seen in tapeworm. Here the proglottids, which are the segments of tapeworm, are budded off from neck and not embryonic in origin. Next basis of classification is on the basis of notochord. Now the question arises, what is notochord? Notochord is a long rod-like structure that develops dorsal to the gut and ventral to the neural tube. It is mesodermally derived. It plays a key role in signaling and coordinating development. On the basis of presence or absence of notochord, animals can be classified into two categories, that is chordates or vertebrates. Next category is non-chordates or invertebrates. In chordates, notochord is present in some stage of the life and they are called as chordate or vertebrates. Another category that is non-chordates or invertebrates, notochord is absent. Last basis of classification was symmetry, which we have already discussed in the previous lecture. On the basis of symmetry, we just revise. On the basis of symmetry, we can categorize animals into three, that is the asymmetrical, bilaterally symmetrical, and radial symmetrical, and spherical symmetry. And last one, that is biradial, which is the combination of both bilateral as well as radial symmetry. Thanks a lot for the attention.